our nightly stroll. The kids are doing bicycles. Eloise, we need to put your helmet more forward.
Hey Rachel, are you wearing gloves?
No?
You might want to be.
Why?
You're not going to be able to keep your hands off me.
Oh my god. Hi ladies. Hi.
Let's do this.
Are you ready to go for a walk? I was stalling because I was chewing up a piece of quesadilla.
You're gonna be like dead.
Don't say that.
Oh my gosh.
Why did you?
So I have these extra piercing holes that I've had for a few years, and I put earrings in them for the first time today in years, and they're hurting. They're not used to it. Oh my gosh, and I have chili on my shirt. Which also reminded me that Halloween's coming up, and there's a hilarious Halloween costume where you dress your nursling in a shark costume, and then you have like blood on your shirt, like in the spots that they nurse. That was hilarious. There goes my family. Lyndle's going through a phase where she has to wear a swimsuit 24/7. It's either a swimsuit, well, I think part of it is that she really likes to wear long sleeves. And she's pretty particular that the sleeves need to go all the way down to her wrists. And so it's just kind of funny that is wearing a swimsuit. Look how majestic this is. Oh my gosh, so today was a special day because Bear started piano lessons. And it was more like a meet and greet this first lesson. It wasn't a formal lesson. She just kind of wanted to assess his level. So I texted her, and it's somebody that my Aunt Buck found and knows of. And I texted her and said, hey, my 4-year-old showing a pretty strong interest in the piano. She said that's way too young to do formal straight piano lessons, but I do have a class where it's not a class though, it's like a one-on-one lesson type thing, but it's more of a memory card ran out of space. We're having a hard time figuring out this camera. But anyway, they do rhythm and they do pitch where he matches pitch and they go high and low and they sing songs. And then another thing is that she's gonna work on him singing to a beat and like playing the piano to a beat without really worrying about what he's playing on the piano, just more of a do two things at once kind of thing. So I think it's going to be really good, and she is amazing. When I think of, in my mind, when I think of a piano teacher that does private lessons, I think of kind of a stuffy, I don't know why I think that. That's not, it's very, I'm stereotyping by thinking of pianists that way, which is terrible, but she is very bubbly and outgoing and really good with kids. And she was part of the preschool program at a local church, and since she was there, the program has dissolved, and so she's really looking for an outlet to work with little kids. So she's gonna be great. And so initially we were thinking this would just be Bear's thing. Lyndle didn't really express an interest in it at all. And she has dance, so this is gonna be like Bear's thing, and Lyndle would have dance. And then tonight she said that she could do both of them together in a lesson, and it actually might make Bear a little bit more outgoing since they usually do things together. And I said, yeah, I mean, I can see that too. I also can see why it would be cool just to have this be his thing. So I was a little bit torn on it, and then I asked Bear, and he said that he would like to have Lyndle there. Then I asked him again in the car just to kind of see like what he said when it was just me and him, and he said no, he wanted it to just be his thing. So I didn't even want to bring it up to Lyndle if this was going to be something we weren't really going to do. So then a little bit later he wanted to show Lyndle. I took a couple short videos of him in his lesson, and after Lyndle saw those videos, she was really excited about the class. And I think it would be good, you know, even if she doesn't pursue piano necessarily, ultimately I think it would just be a really cool experience for them to have together. I'm sort of like rambling here, but I have a lot of thoughts about this. And I've been thinking about it basically all day, like what would be best? Should they have this class together? Should this just be Bear's thing? Would he enjoy it more if it was just him, or would he enjoy it more if it was him and Lyndle? And I think where I'm at right now is, like, if he would have strongly said, no, I just want this to be my thing, I would have done that. I think he'll be more outgoing with her there, and they've always been a unit, and I think eventually they'll probably get to a place where they will have things that they prefer to do by themselves. But right now, at 4 years old, I think it's part of their comfort zone to be with each other. They go to school together, they do everything together, and of course we do have some one-on-one time with them individually, but something like this, I do think they would benefit from doing it together. So I don't know, you'll have to let me know what you think. I'm sure you guys will have some thoughts on it, and just having more experience and having just more life under your belt, and having like dealt with more kids and of more advanced age kids might change your opinion on it. But it will be interesting to see how it pans out, and if Lyndle ends up liking it enough that she wants to do it in the long term. One hang up though is that my Aunt Buck is going to be taking them to their lesson. I work, Brad and I are both working when the lesson starts, so I won't be able to come home, pick him up, and take him to the lesson and get there on time. So what's gonna end up needing to happen is my aunt, and she's the one that she's the one that introduced me to this piano teacher and is really excited about having a pianist in the family. She's like, I will absolutely take him to his lesson on Thursdays. And so it would actually only end up being, she would take him and then I would pick him up because it's pretty close to where I work. So she would just have to pick him up from our house and drop him off. That's where the hang up might be though, because that means we're every Thursday gonna have to put 2 car seats in her car. And then, yeah, I'm just not sure, because then eventually we'd have to get the car seats back, and the logistics might be a little bit tricky to figure out, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. So that was our exciting day today. It's really cool. So this helps with the sadness I feel over the babies growing up, and it just is so, I don't know, it's just so raw that when a baby hits a milestone and like you close that chapter and you're never going to experience newbornness again or whatever, it just happens so quickly and it's sad. But things like this make me really excited about the kids growing up and getting a little bit older and experiencing new things and just expressing interest in things and pursuing things and having like the freedom to choose what they are interested in is important to me. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm way behind. I need to pick up the pace.
This might be my first time on the vlog today. I talked probably like a week ago about us purchasing a new to us RV, and we purchased it from a family up in Chicago. They've had it for almost 10 years, and the gentleman retired, and he was an automotive technician or a mechanic, I could just say, and he owned his own shop. And the guy has like built custom cars and built race cars, and the RV that we got only came with 4 seatbelts. Obviously we have 5 kids, 5 car seats, and so I called the manufacturer and had them send a obviously I asked, his name's Dave, so I asked Dave if it was something that he wouldn't mind doing, installing a seatbelt, and he said sure, yeah, no problem. So I sent it straight to him from the manufacturer, and so he sent me a bunch of pictures today, so I'll put those right here, of him installing the seatbelt. And pretty cool, the RV already had like it was already pre-set up for an additional seatbelt, and so it's already put to the frame and everything, so it just worked out perfect, and he did a great job. So really excited to get the RV in our possession. Like I said, it's up in the Chicago area, and my parents are full-time RVers, and they're right now, currently, they're up in Michigan, and then they're headed down here. So they're gonna pick it up on October 13th and deliver it to us. So that'll be great. And how convenient is it that my parents are like going right through Chicago and coming down here, and they're full-time RVers, and they're previous semi-truck drivers. So it's like the perfect situation. So yeah, I'm super excited to get that RV and take you guys on a tour. I think we're really gonna enjoy it. Hey Bear, we didn't talk on the vlog at all to you. How was your very first piano lesson yesterday? Great. Did you learn anything yet?
No.
No, it was just kind of a meet and greet, right? Are you gonna like your piano instructor?
Now look at this.
That's what I would call tickling the ivories. Although that's more like tickling the plastic. You got talent, kid. Are you excited to learn how to play?
Yes.
Good.
Oh, it's only there for this.
Right. Lyndle, are you going to be going with Bear to piano lessons? No? You don't want to?
No. I want to go with him to learn the theme song from PJ Masks. I want to go with him. Oh, that's gonna be right now.
To learn how to play the theme song to PJ Masks?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to her.
Oh, okay. You already know how?
Oh no. See, I think we don't know the whole theme song.
No.
We only know the PJ Masks part. PJ Masks, PJ Masks, PJ Masks, PJ Masks.
So I'm going to take at least the 3 bigger kids. I don't know if everybody's going to go.
I can't think of the one. That's the only part I know.
Oh, okay. We're going to head. So the
PJ Masks.
Dave, the guy that's buying our old RV, is going to be here around 5 o'clock. It's already 4:10. So I'm going to go over there, get things fired up, give him a walkthrough, and he's picking it up. Well, she's all ready to go to her new owner. He'll be here in about 2 minutes. And we thought we'd make a family outing. I mean, look how much room these guys have to... Dennis and Barb are RVing out in Oklahoma. So he's got this giant RV and then he's got this big old trailer that he parks there. So it just opens up a ton of space. Hey Lala. What a relief. Okay, so that deal is done. So that's one of the things sold. Now we also need to sell my van and my bus. Our bus. Our van.
Yeah, right.
Those of which I drive those.
There's some subliminal messages you're sending through.
Yeah. Yeah, so what a relief. Thankfully, because we already bought our new to us RV, so it's like, if this guy like came here and like, I don't know, something went wrong or the deal fell through, it's like, then we would have two big RVs. So yeah, luckily everything went great, and Rachel got out some champagne, or Prosecco. Same difference, right? It's all bubbly. So we're gonna have a little celebration while the kids eat Jimmy John and watch Despicable Me.